Dear God, I just want to go back to a time when fucking normies like Digibro did not know what politics were, or did not, like, I'm just using her as an example, because she's the first one who I could think of off the top of my head who got into this political shit, who was not into politics for like most of her life. Like, why do people like that have to have opinions on politics now? Why does literally everyone have to have opinions on politics now? Like, if you look, for example, at how widespread the YouTuber JREG is, JREG basically popularized these obscure ideologies that were only known by academics, that like no one knew what was or cared about. You have the culturally significant ones that everyone just spews memes about that they've heard in school, which are largely inaccurate, but people feel no reason to debunk those lies because why should they? They don't care about politics, so they're just going to spew society's memes at you. I mean, the perfect example of that is like Stalin killed 50 bajillion people or whatever it is, the common argument that, is in the US, that completely contradicts the primary sources that we have about the Soviet Union after its fall. Now, that's not me defending, that's not me defending human rights violations in the USSR. That's simply me stating a fact, that people way, way, way overestimate the death count that existed in the country, in the United States. Like my history teacher had told us that he killed 40 million people, which would have been physically impossible for him to do. Um, so, anyway, you hear common memes like that, just sort of memes that everybody quote unquote knows, in big air quotes, everyone knows. Um, and so, uh, I was fine when it was like that because those people have no reason to care about politics. Like they're just going about their lives. But now everyone has an opinion. So we're in this weird era where people still don't care enough to debunk the memes, the commonly heard political ideas that are just untrue, and so they keep repeating those things while at the same time attaching themselves to these hyper obscure extreme political ideologies, through having opinions about them, through knowing what they are. I want to go back to a time when they didn't know what they were. I want to go back to a time when they were like, why should I care about that when you ask them? Instead of being like everybody else who now has an opinion and has a platform. No, everyone doesn't need a platform. Everyone doesn't need an opinion. Some people are just not equipped to have opinions about these things. And that's not me saying I have an opinion about them, because I don't want to have an opinion about them. I've gotten to the point in my life where I am researching ways to actively make myself forget a lot of the quote unquote political education that I've had. Literally trying to make myself forget it. Um, it's one of those things where I'm just tired of people caring about this shit. I'm tired of people having opinions about this shit when it means nothing. It never meant anything. It never meant anything. People having opinions about this stuff is like the same as me going to Oboe-chan and, I don't know, where's a random thread? Me going to Oboe-chan and saying like, I really dislike this game right here. I don't know what any of this says. I don't know what the subtext is. I really don't like this game. Now let me talk for 10 minutes about why this game is bad. You would never do that. You would never do that. I would never do that. But all of a sudden it's okay to do that with politics. That like everyone has. Fucking hell. Dude, I hate people so much. Why do they care? Why do I have to hear this? Why do I have to interface with this? Why do I have to hear it? I've never wanted to hear about this shit. from these fucking normies who, at least if you're going to talk about it, be educated on it. They're not educated on it. They're just spewing opinions at me. You know, like, can we go back to a time when people didn't know what any of this stuff was? Please, please. I feel like 2016 internet and early 2017 internet and just throughout 2016, everyone was trying to avoid politics because it was the 2016 election and Trump and Hillary were so divisive that they were like, let's just get these people out of my face. I don't want to deal with it. I just want everything to go back to normal. That was the attitude at the time. Let's depoliticize everything. This is too political for me. And so everyone kind of signed off during that year, and 2017 kind of had the residual elements of that. But I think, like mid to late 2017, along with just the year of 2018, people started caring. People started knowing what all these obscure ideologies are, and I attribute slightly, at least, the rise of J-Reg and the political memery thing to getting people to care about this stuff. But like, so that's part of it. It's partly due to memes. Is that I guess meme creators ran out of creativity, so they had to they had to move on to something else to make jokes about, and then because people liked the memes, they started finding out what these ideologies were. Maybe it's that. I don't know. I don't know what caused this, but I do know that there was a dramatic shift on the internet where all of a sudden people started being dicks. Everyone's a dick now. I wish everyone would just stop being dicks and stop caring. Wait, there's a Sakura Wars show. Sakura Wars the animation. Is this new? I don't know if this is new or not. Yes, Sakura Wars the animation. Is this come out this season? Wow, yeah. I did not know there was a Sakura Wars TV show. My Japanese pronunciation is like really bad today because I'm super tired right now. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, like when you're in that period where you still can't pronounce Japanese very well. But it means that I need to be doing more listening and less speaking. I think early on I started speaking too much, and so because I started speaking early on, I developed these habits with pronouncing the words wrong, and I need to teach myself how to unlearn that bad pronunciation, which like that's really unhelpful that I did that, but you know, it is what it is. And also I'm just like not trying to pronounce it well because I'm speaking to you in English and not in Japanese. So I don't know I've been so incoherent today. It's incredible. Do you know the amount of brain fog I've had today? I've been so incoherent. What's going on Tono-chan? Yeah, I want to go back to a time when no one cared about when no one knew what politics like were. Like everyone who had the potential to care about politics just didn't. Can we please go back to that? Please? Please? Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? That was loud. Can we please, just please go back to that era when no one cared, when no one knew what it was? Why the fuck is there politics in my Digipro videos? I don't want that. This is like the opposite of what I want. I don't want that. I want to go back to a time when no one knew what any of the terms were, when the terms were like non-existent to people, when no one knew. Just please, just get it away. Just please get it away. I just want to look. I want to look at anime. Look at this. This is anime. You guys like anime, right? You guys like anime, right? You guys like anime, right? Toward landscapes that I had never seen with my own eyes, longing for soil upon which I could never hope to tread. That's based as fuck. What are you guys doing with your life if not reading visual novels? You like anime, right? You guys like anime, right? Why do people care? Why do people care about politics? Why do they care? I wish they would stop caring. I fucking hate these people. Talk about the weather or something. Talk about the weather. Talk about this. Whatever. Yeah, talk about this. Don't talk about anything. Just talk about this single character right here. Don't talk about anything else. Please. Please. Jesus fucking Christ. Everyone, why does everyone, why do they care? It's like people want to be a part of the in club. They would like everybody else cares about this thing. Now I need to care about this thing. To hop on a trendy anime series. Hop on a trendy, become an anime trender or whatever, and focus on that for the rest of your life. There's no reason. Literally none. There's no reason for you to care about political discourse. Saying it's interesting is not an excuse. I don't care. First of all, why would you find that interesting? Like, why? Why is that interesting to you? To me, it just causes more heartache. It just raises my blood pressure. Stop caring, please. Stop caring. I want it all to go away. I want it all to go away. Yeah. There was going to be a larger point that I was going to make out of this video, but I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated with like the way the world currently is that everyone has an agenda that they have to insert into absolutely everything that they make or say. I want no more agendas. No more agendas. Please, no more agendas. I'm going to be trying as hard as I possibly can from now on to have no agenda of my own. Also, yes, I realize the irony of that statement is that everyone inherently has an agenda that they're pushing, and that everyone is inherently a pundit for what they think, because what they think is their subjective point of view that they're putting out into the ether for people to understand and potentially agree with, thereby changing the consensus. I realize that. I know that it's a fruitless effort because every action is a political action. I realize that, yes. I'm just saying that perhaps the best political action is one divorced from any systems whatsoever, thereby not even to not give them legitimacy, just to ignore them. That apoliticism, while it is a political action, a pretty liberal one, it's the best one. It's the best one that you can take. I realize you can never truly run away from it, but I think just pretending it doesn't exist is a better alternative, because at least in that timeline everybody gets along. You can have opinions on social issues, I guess. I don't give a fuck about that. Social issues directly benefit me too. So like if I were out here really hard and fast arguing for drug legalization and for trans people having rights. I mean, I'm not going to stop doing that because social issues directly affect you, whereas economic ones, they might affect you, but fighting for them isn't going to do anything. Having opinions about them aren't going to do anything. You're not going to change anything. Whereas with social issues, we have at least a little bit more direct influence over. And also, social issues, having opinions about social issues and changing people's minds about them doesn't just change things in a political sense, it also changes things for you within your social group, because now you don't have that fucking moron who always says, drugs are bad, okay? You know, that ignoramus who just repeats every single fucking meme that they hear in school without ever questioning who said it or for what reason. So, telling them that they're a fucking moron and that drugs are generally pretty safe, is a good thing because that makes one less moron in the world on social issues. And that means one less person annoyingly judging you for your decisions, which has a direct impact on you. So, politicizers, have all the fun you want to in the realm of social politics, but leave me out of everything else. Leave me out of all of it, please.